What is going on, everybody? This is Cabale with Cabale Media, and in today's video we are talking about why your email marketing sucks. Stay tuned. After a week off, which really wasn't a week off, I am back. Still getting over a little bit of being sick, but that's okay. We'll fix the camera right here. Today we are going to discuss why your email marketing sucks. You're probably sitting here wondering why it does suck, and I'm going to give you a few reasons as to why it does and what you can do to improve it. Yeah, it's a little harsh, but the truth of the matter is sometimes your email marketing sucks, and not just you, but mine has sucked as well. We're going to go into a few topics. I know these topics will help you improve your email marketing, scale your email marketing from whether it be 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, and all that. We're going to go into what I feel can be changed when it comes to improving your email marketing and having it not suck so bad. My favorite thing of all, obviously, is A/B testing. You're not testing enough. You are creating emails with the hopes that they will perform well. And I'm not just talking about your regular daily, weekly sending campaigns. I'm talking about your automations as well. You are sending out automations with the hopes that they're going to work out. You should be testing, again, everything. We just did 5 videos on what to A/B test, whether it be subject lines, CTAs, colors of CTAs, backgrounds of emails, whether that be a dark background, a light background, body copy, length of email, time of day, time of week. There's so many variables you can test. You have to utilize these tests in order to get relevant data. If you're not testing, you're never going to know what's really working and what's not working. Part of fixing why your email sucks is to test, and make sure you're testing every day, every week. Every email, every campaign, every automation you send has to be a test. You just can't send it and hope for the best. Testing, by far, to me, is the number one variable you should be using in order to get your emails out of suckiness. Not analyzing the data. Tip 2. If you're not reading the data, you have nothing. You don't know when the best open rates are. You don't know when the best click-through rates are. You don't know when customers are more engaged. You don't know what customers are buying. You don't know what has the better open rates. You don't know if they like longer emails better. You don't know if they like shorter emails better. You're not sure what CTAs resonate with them. You don't know if people are more into mobile optimized emails. You don't know what clients are being opened. You don't know what content is the best. You have to look at the data every day. And if you're not looking at it every day, look at it every week. And if you're not looking at it every week, every month. I suggest you look at it weekly. Daily may be a little overkill, but if you're consistently looking at your data, you can find the places where to improve, where you need to change things, where you need to add things. Do you need to change? As long as you're analyzing the data, it's always going to be a win. First step, test. Second, analyze the data. You're not segmenting. You can't keep sending emails to the whole list just because you think it's going to make a sale. You don't want to send people who already purchased something, let's say in the last week, another sales email. You want to target people who haven't purchased. You want to target people who have maybe clicked on an email and haven't purchased. People who are engaging but are just not taking that final step to add to their cart. If you keep sending to people who have already fulfilled carts, got orders in the last few days, you are really on the verge of wanting to just kill your email marketing program. Be sensible about who you're sending to, what you're sending to them, because not every segment and not every list is going to have the same messaging. People who bought are going to have certain messaging. People who have bought certain products are going to have certain messaging. People who have clicked and didn't purchase are going to have certain messaging. Maybe certain demographics are going to have certain type of messaging. You have to make sure you're sending to the right people. So segment accordingly. Segment them into different lists or segments, from people who've bought, people who haven't bought, people who've clicked, people who maybe signed up for your lead gen and didn't buy, people who signed up for your lead gen and did buy, people who bought a certain product, people who didn't participate in a sale, people who opened up in the morning, people who opened up at night, people who like your mobile friendly emails. You can keep segmenting until your face turns blue. But if you keep sending to the wrong people with the wrong messaging, your ROI is not going to increase. Segment your list correctly, then continue to write these messages or write the email campaigns, and then send accordingly. You're sending at the wrong time. And how will you know if you're sending to the wrong time? The open rates are low. You have to consistently check the data, again, one of the key points, to see when people are most likely to open. Now, are they opening because it's a day thing? Are they opening because they like the subject line? Are they opening it up because it's a sale? This is all the data you're going to need to observe and look at and find out what's working best with certain audiences. It's going to take a lot of time. For example, if you're sending emails to people at 10 that are a certain age, if you're sending people emails at 2 p.m. that bought this certain product, you're going to have to see what exactly increased that open rate. It could be the time, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's because there's a holiday coming up. Maybe your subject line was so damn good they had to open. Maybe they just really like the offer. Maybe you have a new product that everybody wants to buy. Look at the data, make sure you're sending at the right time, and then from there, keep sending. You haven't audited your list in a long time. What does that mean? You have to check who has engaged from one of my favorites, 30, 60, 90, and 180. If they haven't engaged in 180 days, you can pretty much consider those lapsed or unsubscribes and get rid of them. Now, when it comes to the 30, 60, 90 day principle, find out which one of those segments are the most valuable to you. Is it the 30 days? Is it the 60 days? It's the 90 days? Then you're going to craft unengage or sunset flows in order to get their business back. And some people could say it's a win back series. There's different kinds of flows that you can use to get people back. If the 90-day people are more popular or worth more to you, then really craft a flow, maybe crafting an email that's a discount, social proof. Find a way to win them back, and then cater the 60 and 30 days accordingly. You don't want them to lapse too far and go too far that it's past 90 days. Craft a 90-day engagement flow. Again, people who haven't engaged in 90 days, craft it up, see how it does, and then tailor and fit accordingly to a 60 and 30-day flow. And from there, you should see some type of results to see exactly who's resonating with the content you've wrote or sent out in the last, couple of months. You have to be aware that if you're not auditing regularly and looking at who's doing what, you're ultimately putting your email health in a very bad place. Your unsubscribe rates will go up, your bounce rates will go up, your spam complaints will go up, and it's just putting your list in a very bad place. Audit regularly. Doesn't have to be every month. It could be every, 2 months, 3 months, just to make sure you get those bad contacts out of there and make sure they still want to be on your list. Your content just isn't resonating with the audience. And why is that? You're not catering to the right people. You're not catering to the right lists. You may be catering to the wrong demographics. This is where something like ChatGPT, AI comes into place. Remember, use it as your assistant, not as your end-all be-all to marketing. If you're stuck with a white paper or haven't wrote an email in a while, use it. Have it shoot some ideas to you. What can we do to get customers back? What can we do to engage with customers? What are some ideas that we can use in order to do this? What are some ideas we can do in order to do that? You should always have an email marketing plan for that week. And if it's not for that week, I suggest going the whole month. You'll always know who to send it to, what to send to, the time you need to send it to, so on and so forth. That's the good thing about ChatGPT. It just gives you ideas when you're stuck in a rut. Plan accordingly. Your content needs a facelift, and that can be anything from creative to the tone of voice to who's even writing your emails. As the owner, you can't always write your emails. You need somebody to take a look at it and add some extra pizzazz to that email. Content needs change, and if your customers are not relating to that email or your potential email subscribers, they're just going to delete them. And then it's going to lead to spam, and then you're going to have a bad email list, and so on and so forth. So when you're writing these emails, make sure that you're not the only one who's looking at them. Yeah, they say don't get too many opinions. You don't need 100 opinions. Maybe you just need somebody to look it over and see if it makes sense. maybe you just need somebody to look it over and see if it makes sense. It may make sense to you at the time, but read it a few times and you just may be confused at that point. Giving your content to another person, and they don't have to write it, just to look it over is a great way to make sure your content is refreshed with a whole new look, feel, tone, and from there, you'll probably get better results. I know you'll get better results. You're talking too much about yourself and not the service. People don't care about you. They care about what the service or what the product is going to do for them. I see it so many times in clients that I work with. They're always talking about how great they are. They always use our. Talk about how this product is going to benefit the person. Talk about why this mouse is going to be beneficial for their computer. Talk about why they need this camera lens because their pictures or their photos are going to come out so great. You have to be able to talk to them in such a persuasive way that there is no other reason for them to go to a competitor of yours. Keep creating compelling content. Talk about the benefits, how it's going to change their life, and then the outcome, and see what happens. Marketing framework, also known as the PASO or the PASTOR framework. This you've seen in many other videos that I've created, but if we go back to the last point, talking about one of the reasons your emails suck is that you're talking about yourself. If you use the PASO or the PASTOR framework, problem, agitate, solution, outcome, there's no reason your email shouldn't convert. Talk about the problem. What problem are they facing? Is their computer running slow? Again, if it's a clothing line, do their leggings not fit? Are they not reaching their fitness goals? Then agitate the hell out of them. Something along the lines of tired of feeling sluggish, tired of leggings that don't fit. It doesn't always have to be a question, but it's just pointing out the obvious. Really agitate the hell out of their problem. Why certain things aren't working in their life. And then position yourself as the solution, how you're going to help, and what they're going to get from using your solution or your service. They're going to lose weight. Their computer's going to go faster. Their pictures are going to come out phenomenal. They're going to have great video. And then from there, see what happens. You just don't have enough quality contacts. And what does that mean? You could be buying list. But we'll get into the second half of that in just one moment. Make sure the contacts you have are organic or paid through paid media. Don't buy a list. Buying lists sucks. Maybe lists are good for more B2B, trying to sell them some things. But if you have an e-commerce business, you want real customers that are going to buy your products because they love your product so much. Let your customers be the marketing. That's why UGC is great. You want your customers to market the product for you. You can only do so much making graphics and all these things, but let your customers do the talking when it comes to your marketing. Lead gen. Your lead gen sucks. So that's why your quality of leads suck. Just the truth. 10% discounts suck. Don't give 10% off. Give 15% off. Give 20% off first time order. Maybe give them a free 7-day trial. Let them download your app and use it for 30 days. Prime does it. Most places do it. Give them an offer they can't refuse. Discounts are great, and you could do that, like I said, in any type of form. You could even do it in your dead cards. But the quality of your leads or your lead gen just sucks. So make that lead gen offer so great, so appealing that they have no other choice but to buy from you. Your product just isn't good. And I hate to say that, but sometimes it just isn't relating to customers. Now, do I think that you can get out of this funk and still sell your product? Yeah, but there's going to have to be a lot of research, a lot of finding ways to tweak your business, what to change, what not to change. Is it your email marketing? Is it other things? Email marketing is great, right? 44 to every dollar spent, $44 return of investment. If you can get your marketing to a place where it's just so damn good, email marketing is going to blow it out of the water. You're going to be making so much money from it. It is unbelievable. But your product has to be good. Market your product well, and there is no doubt you will be selling a lot of product in no time. There's no consistency with your emails. What does that mean? Your graphics change too much. Tone of voice changes too much. You're not sending frequently enough. Maybe you're sending too much. Things are just not consistent. You have to send emails on a consistent basis. Again, whether that's bi-weekly or weekly, that's totally up to you. Make sure you stay in your customer's inbox so they know that you're around. People are going to open your emails. You just have to use the right wording and the right messaging in order for them to buy it. Again, PASO framework. Problem, agitate, solution, outcome. Use this framework and then test away. And last but not least, you just don't have an email marketing plan. I spoke about this in the beginning. Testing and sending emails and hoping for the best is just not the way to do it. You need to write out a full plan, maybe a full 30-day calendar. Whatever your product is, sneakers of the week, clothes, make a plan and then test it out. And if you need to change it, change it. And then from there, after 30 days, you can say, okay, this is what's working and this is what's not working. You have so many ways that you can make your email marketing effective. You're just going to have the patience to test what's working, what's not working, and then go from there. It's going to suck sometimes, but it's kind of the truth. Just like everything, you're going to have to test. Test and test and test and test and see the outcome. Well, I hope this video was helpful, which I know it was, on why your email marketing sucks. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and all those other platforms. Or you can just email me at jcabale@cabalemedia.com, subscribe somewhere over here, email me somewhere over here, go to the website cabalemedia.com, schedule your first 30 minutes free consultation about all things marketing or just marketing in general. And yeah, I'm glad to be back in this hot weather here in New York. And drop a comment down below if there's something you'd like to see, and I'll be more than happy to make that video for you. So, this is Janice Cabale with CabaleMedia.com, and I'll see you at the next video.